Hello everyone, and welcome to Retro Brick Reviews, where today we will be opening 5 of the new LEGO Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts collectible minifigures. And yeah, I apologize if the quality in this video is not up to my usual standard, but I'm not in my normal filming location, so I just had to make do with what was available for this video. Sorry about that. But anyway, so yeah, we have 5 figures, and we'll start with the one in the center, which I will state first that I have already opened up the bag, but I haven't looked inside. But I opened it up so that, I have a pack that I can display, because, obviously, when I cut the packs, that kind of makes them look not nearly as good, so I just opened this one from the back prior to recording, just so that I would have a pack that looked mint. So yeah, so I'll just open this one up and dump it out, and oh, neat, it's Luna. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't been following my previous pack opening videos that I've made, Luna is my favorite figure of this series. And, so, yeah, pretty cool to get her. She's also one of the less common ones. She actually only appears, oh, here's her head. She only appears, in every, what am I trying to say? She only appears twice out of every 60 bags, instead of thrice. But yeah, so great figure here. She has the new mid-legs in just a standard blue color with no printing, which is exclusive to her and very useful, of course. So that's nice. She has this nice fabric skirt with a lot of printed designs on it. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm, again, like, the focus isn't great, this isn't the best quality, but this is a pack opening. When I get all 22 figures, I will do a review that will be in much better quality. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, she has a nice torso print. If it'll focus, that would be nice. If it would focus, that would be nice. And, there you can see it. Nice coat detailing. Yeah, no back printing, but that's alright, since her hair will cover it up. But then she has a purple bag. The face, I think, is pretty accurate to Ivana Lynch, and she has a newly molded hairpiece, which I think looks pretty good. Not the biggest fan of how there is a gap on the sides. It doesn't go flush with the torso, but that makes sense, since she does have the purple bag. I don't know, maybe they could have just molded, like, around the bag, but, like, still had a gap, just hide it away. I don't know, but it's alright for what it is. The alternate face it has her with her Spectre specs, which is alright. I mean, I was fully expecting it, so I can't say I mind. Plus, I mean, this means that if we get any future Luna figures, say in actual sets, then she'll just have 2 normal faces instead of one with Spectre specs. So that's good. And then for accessories, she gets this nice 2x3 printed tile of the Quibbler, the Wizarding World's alternative voice, which apparently has articles about pandemonium in the ministry, unfuzz the mystery. And then she comes with 2 wands. I mean, all the figures in the set in this series come with 2 different wands, because they get well, what I mean is you get an extra of each. So that's nice. Just the standard brown color, which appears quite a bit in this series, and the sets in general. So yeah, so that's Luna, my personal favorite out of all 22 minifigures in the series. So yeah. Also, before we continue, I should mention that this isn't from the same box as the first 2 openings I did, because my local Target actually ran out of these figures, so I had to go to a different Target about 45 minutes away to get them. So yeah. So I have a higher chance of getting duplicates, but hey, let's just hope I don't get any more Jacob Kowalskis, because I have way too many already. But anyway, okay, so, yeah, let's go with, this bag here, and then, So yeah, I'll just make a little incision up at the top, just so I can tear it the rest of the way. And okay, so here we have... Oh, it looks like Queenie, one of the main characters of Fantastic Beasts, and one that I didn't have yet. So she's pretty awesome to get. She has a very nice dark blue sort of dress on, very low cut on the skirt. The printing there isn't the best for the skin tone, but I mean, it's alright, but it definitely could be better. Very nice printing on the torso, though, and I mean, the design is good. It's just like where they printed the skin tone onto the dark blue part of the leg isn't very well done. The face print is very nice. I think it works pretty well for the actress, and it's good since the suitcase set doesn't get her with just a normal face. So yeah, maybe they could have taken off the lines around the mouth, but overall, it's a pretty good likeness. The hairpiece is the Hollywood Starlet hairpiece in Nougat, which is good. For accessories, she has this delicious-looking strudel, which has, you can see for printing, you have powdered sugar, as well as, I don't know, maybe cinnamon swirls on top? I don't know. It looks delicious, and I want to eat it. Hollow on the bottom, though, I should mention. So, like most pastries you get at the bakery, I suppose. Do you guys have a local baker? I don't know. I do. And it's always a huge waste of money because whatever you get is 85% air. But yeah, and then Queenie also gets a black wand, and I might be wrong, but I think she's the only figure in the entire series to get a black wand. I mean in the minifigure series, not overall, because of course Snape has a black wand, and so does McGonagall, and maybe a couple others, but yeah, I think in the minifigure series, Queenie is the only one. Anyway, then we'll go for this third pack. Again, just make a tiny little incision up here, just enough to get so that I can tear it the rest of the way. And what have we in this package? I'll tear the hole open a bit more so you can. Okay, and then wait, is that? Oh, wow! I guess going to a different store had its benefits, because here we have a second Percival Graves. Now, I already got one of these in my very first opening, but wow, I have two of the really rare Chase figure. Guess I'm really lucky. So, yeah, I was not expecting this, but awesome. I mean, like, he's a very nicely detailed figure, lots of great detailing on the torso and legs. He has some very useful arm printing. I like the dark blue scarf, that's a nice touch, and, but yeah, so he has this great print on the sort of widow's peak hairpiece to get a lot of gray around the back, so that's nice. I feel as though this main face isn't the best likeness to Colin Farrell, but if we turn it around and give him the alternate hairpiece, I think this is a pretty good likeness to Johnny Depp, much better than the one in the Grindelwald's Escape set. But yeah, and I guess what's cool about this is that now, since I have two, I can display both of them. One is Graves and one is Grindelwald. Kind of makes you question why LEGO made this the Chase figure, because this is actually, like, this is one that you kind of do want two of. Same with Moody. So kind of weird that LEGO decided to make him the Chase figure, but I mean, pretty cool for me, because well, not cool for me because of the Chase figure, but it's great for me that I have two, so I can display both, and, you know, actually, I mean, like, I'm using him as Grindelwald at the moment, but I think I might actually end up displaying this one as Graves, because if you remember from my first opening, the first version of Graves I got actually had a bit of the black printing missing on the back of, the gray printing missing on the back of the hair. There was just a black splotch near the bottom, so it's cool now that I have I have sort of a replacement for that misprinted piece. So that's good. I feel bad for anyone who gets a Graves that has a messed up hairpiece, though. Including myself, I guess, but not anymore. But yeah, great figure. Now, so he's a pretty good one to get a duplicate of, obviously. So now let's hope that these next two figures aren't two Jacob Kowalskis. Just pushing the parts out. I'm gonna tear it again since I want, again, the whole, like, oh! Looks like we have Miss Tina Goldstein, who is, of course, Queenie's sister, and the last of the Fantastic Beasts protagonists in the series, since I just got Queenie and I already have Jacob and Newt, so that's nice. Sorry about that, but, yeah, we have Tina, which is nice, the last of the Fantastic Beasts protagonists that I had yet to get in the series, so pretty cool to get her, and, she's honestly one of the best done figures in the series. I mean, she has double molded legs to give her the long overcoat. And you just have some very nice design work for the coat that carry out on the torso and legs. It is sand blue now, which is good, since the original Dimensions version had her with a light gray coat, which was inaccurate, so this is an improvement. The main side of the face, I feel, isn't the best likeness to the actress, but luckily the alternate face is a much better sort of annoyed expression than the one that came in the Dimensions version, so that's nice. And then the hat, much like the coat, is now recolored to be a dark blue, which is good since the original was an inaccurate dark gray. And she also has some brown hair printed on. And this isn't a dual molded piece, by the way. The hair is printed. So it's a very well done print. There really aren't any places where the dark blue shows through. But yeah, and then for accessories, she comes with a standard brown wand, as well as a very nice hot dog piece in bun. And the bun is a new nougat color for it, which is exclusive. The sausage is dark red, which isn't exclusive, but it's still nice to get since it's not all too common. So yeah, that is Tina. So I guess now let's move on to the last of the 5 packs. Okay, so here we have pack number 5. And I'll just do a really tiny snip at the top, because in case this guy has a cape, like if it's Cloak Harry or like Draco I know has a cape, and, well, Luna and Cho have skirts, so duplicate or not, I don't want to cut any potential capes. And, oh, speak of the devil, it looks like we do have Harry under the cloak, which is very nice. He is one of my favorites of the series. I really do like how the cloak is done, so let's pull it out. Where is the cloak in here? Give me a second. I mean, yeah, because it is, like, in the pack. That connects to the manual. Oh, here it is. Very nice piece. We'll take a better look at that in a minute, and, here are his wands. Okay. So yeah, Invisible Harry is one of my favorites, and much like Luna, he's less common, only appearing 2 in every 60 packs. So that's nice. You can see that his short legs are, well, first off, they're normal short legs and not the mid legs, because, of course, this figure is based off of the restricted section scene from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And he has, printing to show his bare feet. That is not double molded, that is just printed, but it works pretty well. The pajama design is nice, and it's not Harry Potter specific, which is nice, because like a lot of figures in the series, like, well, pretty much all of the figures we've gotten in this opening, you could use this would interest someone who's not a Harry Potter fan, because you could just use these parts for any figures. So that's pretty nice. And we'll put the cloak on last, but anyway, Harry's face print is different than the one in the sets. He has a more wide smile, showing teeth. I don't think this is as good a likeness as the one in the sets, but it's still pretty good. And random. Let me check them. Nope, no alternate face, but I really wasn't expecting one, so that's fine. He has the same hairpiece as all of the sets for the first 3 films. And much like all of the other sets and appearances of Harry, he does come with just a standard dark brown wand, which is the most common color, since obviously Harry wields one in all of the Harry Potter sets, and it also comes with a ton of different figures in the series, like, let me think, Harry has one, Draco has one, well, both Harrys do, Dean Thomas does, Professor Trelawney does, I think Flitwick does, but, yeah, lots of different dark brown, still cool to get since it's also the most useful color, but definitely the best part of this figure is the cloak, which is a huge fabric piece, and it is double-sided. The inside is dark red with a ton of intricate patterns on it for all sorts of stars, moons, just very magical, very accurate to how it appeared when it's not worn. And then the other side, since they couldn't make it invisible, they made it a high visibility cloak. I mean, it's very chrome and very shiny. I'm going with that. It is a high visibility cloak. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, it just goes on like this. It has the 3 different holes. It has enough cloak to fully wrap around the figure, although personally, I think it's nice to just have a little bit of gap in there for his wand. But, like, again, if you wanted to, there is enough cloak here if I were to pull off the wand to just make it fully wrap around the figure. But again, I do think it looks better with a gap, so you can not only have the wand, but also you can see the printing both on his pajamas and on the back of the cloak in there. So yeah, Harry is a pretty awesome figure. I'll just push them all down a little bit so I can have room for all of them on screen. So yeah, so that is this pack opening. I would call this an extremely successful opening. Like, I did not feel any of these figures, but we got 4 new ones, and the one duplicate we got was of the rarest figure in the set, which again, complete accident, did not feel any of these. So yeah, awesome to get Graves again, so now I can have one for each actor, and then 4 new figures, including 3 of my favorites. Queenie not so much, but yeah, Luna is my #1 favorite, and then Tina and Harry are also really high up there. They're both in the top 5. So yeah. So I guess that's this video over and done with. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell, everyone.